Sure thing, Rita. She takes my place behind the counter without complaint, knowing that by way of thanks I'll be generous when it comes to sharing out the contents of the tip jar. I walk over to the pool table, my heart beating a little faster with every step. Amber regards me with sea-green eyes, clearly sizing me up. She's all odd contradictions. The tight come-fuck-me top twinned with low-riding baggy jeans, the long feminine hair a stark contrast to the heavy-studded band around her wrist. Jake tells me you're looking for a game. What, you think you can take me? Her tone is scornful, but the way her tongue flickers out over pink gloss lips, twinned with the faint widening of her pupils, tells another story. I'm fluent in body language, and hers tells me she's interested. As if by some unspoken command, Jake and Charlie retreat from the table. Whatever's about to go down is strictly between Amber and me. She finishes the job Charlie started of packing the balls in the triangle, working with neat, rapid movements. In the overhead light, I notice there's a faint white mark on her ring finger, as if she's been wearing a band on it till recently. Jake says you just moved here, I say as I select a cue from the rack on the wall. That's right. He and Charlie are taking me to all the spots they like to hang out, trying to get my social life kick-started again. Her laugh is roughened at the edges by nicotine. And what do you think of this place? I shouldn't ask, but I can't help it. She shrugs. It's okay. It's kind of a dive. Yeah? Well, it's my dive. The words come out more defensively than I'd intended. Holy crap, you're Rita? Her tone is one of admiration. Charlie mentions you all the time. He says you've helped out with a couple of fundraisers for the firehouse. I do my bit. Last summer, I organized a bake sale that pulled in nearly $500. Those guys are some of my best customers. It seems only fair I do something for them in return. And when I said the bar's a dive, I didn't mean that in a bad way. There's a definite vibe in here, you know? I'm tempted to ask what kind of vibe she means, but already she's pulled a dime from her pocket and is offering me the choice of heads or tails. And to make it interesting, why don't we have a wager on the game? Sure. What did you have in mind? $10? $20? Amber grins. How about the winner gets to set the loser a challenge? Whatever that involves is up to you. My palms are sweaty. I nearly dropped the cue. If I didn't have the appetite to beat her before, those words would have given me all the incentive I need. I can picture her now, settled in between my spread thighs, that dark curtain of hair brushing my sensitive skin as she licks where I need it most. You're on. At her urging, I call heads, leaning close to watch her flip it. The perfume she wears is spicy, rich with sandalwood and ylang-ylang. I'll never be able to smell it in the future without thinking of her. As soon as the coin lands, she snatches it up with a smirk on her lips. Sorry, Rita. That means I get to break. She takes the shot, sending balls scattering across the bays. Her cue action is smooth, her gaze focused. I sense her need for victory matches my own. She wants this. Wants me? I don't question her motivation. Just wait for her to miss so I can take my place at the table. When I do, it quickly becomes apparent to her she's underestimated my abilities. With ruthless efficiency, I dispatch one ball after another. Muscle memory guides my actions, and I'm in the zone. I even treat her to one of my favorite trick shots, sending 2 balls spinning in opposite directions at once before each of them sinks smoothly into a corner pocket. In an eye blink, only the 8-ball remains to be dispatched. It's a shot I could make blindfolded. Complete it, and Amber is mine. Top left pocket. I point with the cue for added clarity. When I brush past Amber to line up the angle, everything changes. I don't know whether the contact is accidental or whether she deliberately thrusts her crotch a little closer to me, but as we touch, I feel something hard and unyielding resting against her thigh. The reason for those loose-fitting jeans becomes apparent. She's packing a strap-on. The hunger to possess her fades, replaced by an even more powerful urge. I no longer want to take. I want to be taken. It goes against everything I learned in my years as a competitor, but I know what I have to do. I raise my gaze from the table, glance around the room as though composing myself. Charlie is looking on, his lips around the neck of the beer bottle in his hand, no doubt looking forward to the moment someone finally bests his sister. Jake's at the bar, chatting to Cindy with his elbows on the counter.